Hi guys, my name's Ogilvie and welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to be picking up from where we were the last time. I believe we were just heading west. I'm trying to think of my directions. West on Route 20 I believe we're on. We're trying to make our way to the island. Is it Cinnabar Island? I always forget the name of the island. Cinnabar Island, that is. I believe we've got some fossils as well that we could potentially drop off and collect some more Pokemon. These are all wee things that you can do on this island, so hopefully we get there today and we can start wrapping up some of the stuff that's on there. I can always remember there's a mansion on this island where you can catch a lot of, I think it's like fire type Pokemon, like version specific fire type Pokemon. This is obviously one of the places where you can catch them, so I think especially when I played it when I was younger, I remember always catching, I think it was like Vulpix and that in here, but I can't remember which version that was, so I can't really be any help to you with that. You'll just need to go in and figure it out for yourself, but there is a wee bit in there that we've got to do for us to like progress a wee bit more. I don't think we can get into the gym without doing that, so that's my mindset today, is to get in there, get some of the wee bits all wrapped up and making our way back into some more gym battles, and hopefully we'll get that 9th badge. 9th? There isn't 10 badges, why am I thinking there's 9? It'll be what, our 7th badge? 7th badge, yeah. There's 8 badges. Wait, where am I going with this? Dude, I think how long the game would have been if there was 10 gyms into the next battle here. And we're just going to be battling our way across here. I'm not really too sure how far along we got the last time. I probably could check it out on the maps to see how far away we are, but hopefully it's not too many. I'd like to get there and get some stuff started in this episode, so I've got a couple of wee things I want to speak about. One of which was I watched the new Wonder Woman 1984, I believe it is. I think it's something like 1984, I'm going to say it is. It's actually really good. I think it's been out for quite a wee while, but that's it, just sort of like hitting the screens over here, like it's on Sky and it's on Amazon Prime and things like that, so that's where obviously I ended up having to get it from Amazon, just rented it, but it's brilliant. I've never been one for DC stuff. I think I've mentioned it many times, I really like my Marvel movies. I've never really been too keen on DC. Not to say that DC are good, I don't think I've ever watched many of them. I think I watched a couple of the Batmans and that's about it. But that's me. I've now seen Aquaman a good few times. I actually really enjoy that movie. I think that's a good movie, and I've seen the first Wonder Woman, the second Wonder Woman, and I think those are great movies. So hopefully DC's doing a wee bit of a comeback. I'm actually going to go through now and watch like the Justice League and things like that, because well, we're still in a lockdown. I think the lockdown doesn't lift until next month. I've got some time. I'm going to watch the Daredevil, is it like Green Arrow? I can't remember who's all in the Justice League, but I'll watch it all. I may as well, I've got nothing better to do. But another thing I started watching yesterday was well, I'm going to say it's the new season of Sword Art Online. It's not new, it's been out for quite a wee while. I think it's called Alicization. The first couple of episodes are weird, they're really weird. Like, there's next to no context in what's happening, so you're sitting there like, right, okay, this is weird. Is he like a kid now, or is he... I'm not going to give it away too much. Oh, I don't need help. I'm not going to give it away too much, but it's been really good. We're wiping that building out. I'm going to switch out. I can't be bothered being confused anymore. We're going to be at 42 pretty soon. That's looking good for Gamakichi. I know the next gym's Fire Gym, so we're going to be using Gamakichi quite a bit. And the fact he's got Surf is fantastic. Like, we're just going to be wiping the floor with half these gym battles. Let's go for a Psychic, hopefully we can wipe out 9 levels above. If not, we're going to have to rely on some Egg Bombs. We're going to have to rely on an Egg Bomb, aren't we? I don't know what the hit rate of Egg Bomb is, but I think it's like 85 or 90. It feels like it's terrible. So like I said, I've started watching that Sword Art Online. I'm going to be rattling my way through it as much as I can. I think I'm on episode 3. I started watching episode 3 and I just was like, I'm not a binge watcher, and I just had to like go away from it. I was like, that's enough for me. I'll do 2 episodes in a go. It's just something I've never done. I feel like I waste a day if I sit in front of a computer screen or a TV screen all day, just sort of watching something. It's a waste of a day, especially when we've been having some good weather over the weekend. So like for me, even last night, it was pretty good. I would say for the most part. Monday night, I managed to get out and get some stuff done on the car. So it's It's been looking up, but I think it's the rain now. I think from now on it's just to be terrible weather. So we had a good spell, didn't we? I had a no bad spell if you're up in Scotland. I don't know what the weather's been like around the globe or in the UK, but it's been pretty good up here the past week. So well, at least I'm back to work. at least it's during the week. Can't complain at that. So another wee thing I wanted to talk about was wee Milo. Wee Milo went in for a top-up second Jag, and he's absolutely brilliant. He's getting on so well. That's him, he's hitting the pads. Oh, and we're in Cinnabar Island. I'll just keep rattling on anyway. We're going to heal the Pokemon, then we'll start doing some of the wee bits that are to be done in here. So he went in to get his second booster Jag. So if you're in... Basically, if you get a Jag done in England, they can give you like an L2 or an L4, which is like your vaccine. So you get an L4 down in England, but when you come up to Scotland, it's usually L2 that the dogs get, the guys get. So yeah, so she's telling you that the key for the gym is in that burnt out tower in the top left corner, Union Room. Is there anything? Does this guy say anything to you? I can't really remember off the top of my head. No, none. I can't remember what I was saying. So he had to go in. Basically, if you get an L4 down in England and he comes up and he gets an L2, this is probably not really that interesting for you, but I find it quite interesting. So an L4, he got his single vaccine, and then 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later, he had to get his L. He was meant to go in and get his L4 again, but like I said, in Scotland you don't get that. You get an L2, so he gets an L2, and then in 2 weeks' time he gets another L2 to just as like a top up. Oh, we could swap for an electrode there. And what's this wee woman saying? Do you have a Venonat for a Tangler? You can get Tangler on the next route that we're about to hit, if you don't want to do that trade. So that was him. He got his second booster vaccine, the second half of the second booster vaccine. Oh no, in fact no, we don't want Metronome. Metronome's actually a really good move. I've seen a lot of games, like, people playing with Metronome as like the only move they can use, and I think it's like, I like the mystery of it just being, it can be a grill and then it can be like a, I don't even know what to say, like a hyper beam, and you're like, brilliant. Ponyta for Seal. You could catch Seal in that cave that we were recently in the last episode, and this guy here is where we're going to get the fossils. Yep, of course I want you to revive it. So we hand over the Dome Fossil, that's going to get you Kabuto. Kabuto's always been my favourite out of the two. I always tend to pick Kabuto. I don't know why. Omastar's actually a pretty solid Pokemon as well. I just think Omastar looks really weird. Like, Kabutops and Omastar. I think Kabutops looks like you're a Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan sort of vibes, if you know what I mean. We'll move one of our Pokemon into the box just so that we can progress a wee bit more. So we'll throw Poliwrath in there. Poliwrath's 41. Poliwrath's going to be the highest level in the team in the next couple of episodes, I think. Going by the gym, and obviously then the problems that we're going to face being it being a fire gym. So we're just going to get that, as well as the burnt tower, that being fire orientated. I think there's quite a lot of poison stuff in there as well. Don't quote me on it, but I think there is, if I remember right. Kabutops back to life. Kabuto. So let's say, what we're going to call this. What does it look like? I've already got Shelly. I can't use Shelly. We'll call it. Do you know what it looks like? Say that wee sprite that it has. It looks like a wee Spud. We're just going to call it Spud because it's never going to evolve. Let's be honest. I'm not going to spend some time. we've got wee Spud in the team. Let's now switch and give him now the old Amber. And do you know, this is one of the Pokemon that I would recommend if you don't have a flying type, you never pick Charizard. I would seriously wait it out and try and get an Aerodactyl. I think it's a solid Pokemon. The main thing for me is it's a wee bit of a legendary, and I quite like having that in the team. If we were able to catch like Mewtwo early on, I probably would have a Mewtwo in the team because I don't mind using legendaries. I think it makes the game interesting. It makes it a wee bit easier, but I don't mind having them in the team if they're like these guys that come out at level 5 and you actually have to progressively train them up. There's nothing worse than when you catch Mewtwo and it's, what is it, level 80 or something like that in this game. Let's sort them out by level: 15, 17, 25, 25. I don't like that. I don't like being able to just capture a Pokemon and then that's it. Like, it's already better than most your starting team. Like, we could easily just go and capture one of the legendary birds with the Master Ball and then just use it. It's just not the way that I'd like to play it. I quite like the whole Pokeball, Ultra Ball sort of thing, like having a bit of a ween of them in the bag and chancing your luck. So let's collect Aerodactyl, and we are going to call this I don't know what we're going to call it. We're not going to call it DB, Dragon Ball Z. We'll call it Dax, because I don't know, Dactyl, Dax, it's Dex. I always remember that meme floating about. I'm not really too sure if it was a meme or whatever, but it always sticks in my head whenever something like that sounds like it. It's just that guy, Dax, always goes on about being a janitor. Have you ever listened to his rap music? I don't really listen to it, I've heard of it. Alright, so let's go into the PC, and we're going to switch that out. Do you know what? We got the stuff that we wanted to get done this episode done. I'm quite glad at that. We've got Spud and Dax in here, Chading. We never even named that Diglett. We've got Jackie after Jackie Chan, even though it should be Bruce Lee, but is what it is. Did we move Poliwrath? Yeah, we did. We moved Poliwrath back into the team. Fantastic. That's us onwards and upwards. Next episode we'll maybe take on the Burnt Tower, or whatever it's called. It's not the Burnt Tower, the Burnt Mansion, the Pokemon Mansion. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to go there next episode. So if you like this episode, give us a wee like and subscribe, and a wee like and a follow if it's Facebook you're watching us through, and check the description. There's going to be a lot of stuff in there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.